Meg was accused of demeaning Australian traditional goods on a scandalous trip by a local Akubra hat manufacturer. David Morgan, an owner of a family-owned traditional Australian hat business, startled the world by describing the appalling behaviour of the Sussexes when they steadfastly refused to accept the present the family business had prepared for them. Prior to getting married, Harry had received and worn that kind of hat with pleasure when travelling to Australia. The pair received several priceless gifts on their scandalous trip in 2018, including pearl necklaces and jewellery, which Megan Hopley accepted on behalf of the locals to welcome the Sussexes. Our CEO, David Morgan, recalled that we gave them a necklace as a present, and they expressed interest in it. But when the Duke and Duchess were given a wide-brimmed Akubra hat made popular by the Crocodile Dundee movie, they questioned where it had come from. They loved it a lot, but they chose not to accept it. Despite the fact that his shoes were lined with sheepskin, Meghan said that Akubra hats are an Australian symbol since they are made of leather. Akubra has been manufacturing its renowned fur felt hats in Australia for more than 130 years. Australia's outback is known as the Akubra, and its high-quality hats have become an integral part of Australian culture. The Duchess and Duke of Sussex's behaviour has absolutely infuriated Australians. Meghan arrived in Australia and immediately expressed her dislike for the country. Meghan genuinely detested the vacation, and she probably detested every moment of it, despite the kind welcome and the exciting agenda. She didn't know why the situation was put up that way. When thousands of people arrived to the Opera House, there was considerably less excitement and more of a, "what's the point?" attitude. I fail to comprehend this. Meghan didn't seem to understand the British monarchy's representative function while they visited, according to a palace staffer, who also noted that she was more interested in organisations that she wanted to support. Even though they were given a whole wing to themselves, even though the Queen stayed in the same location in the same wing when Shiva was in Australia, even though other dignitaries and world leaders have also stayed in the same wing in Admiralty House, but not Meghan demanded more. Spotlight insisted that the Attorney General leave his home so they could have it all to themselves. The Duchess of Sussex engaged in some or all of the following behaviours: complained about the accommodations at Admiralty House Sydney, refused to put on an Akubra hat during a severe hissy fit over receiving the incorrect organic food, went into a rage and acquired sweat stains, yelled at people, and threw a cup of boiling tea at a staff member. Here are some of the Australians' remarks about the incident. If a royal prince is too illiterate to accept advice on where to wave his regal wand, send him and his floozy to a country shelter or whatever, but don't bring her back to Australia. Meghan, and sort of the UK royal representative, Australian-born military cross-war hero General Peter Cosgrove and his wife, should be sent. I'm from Australia, and I saw local mails pick up the whole rack of Meghan-themed publications from the news agency before turning them over and placing a men's publication on top. I'm not making this up, it occurred many times when I was in queue at the same news organisation. Since people pick them up and toss them in the trash, there are no longer any magazines featuring Meghan on display at the neighbourhood grocers.